And we are live! And in living color.
I was waiting for it.
You knew I was going to say it.
As you put it in the previous video, that is your catchphrase.
My catchphrase.
I think it came out well before you were born, but I'll allow it.
The only song I've ever heard by Living Color is Cult of Personality.
It's the only song that most people have heard from Living Color.
It's the only good song.
They're a really solid band, though.
I mean, I don't know. When they did CM Punk's entrance at WrestleMania that one year, that was atrocious.
Because it was CM Punk or because it was
Because
live?
they're old.
Doesn't matter, though. I mean, Donald Glover can still kick it.
Who's Donald Glover?
I thought that was the lead singer.
Is it?
Well, guess who's here? My cat.
Yeah, your cat is in the frame.
He is needy. He is overly needy today.
Yep. Sounds like the Rangers with the B spots being overly needy in this episode.
Man, it was so heavy-handed today.
It was.
I was like, oh man, these guys. You got robots that'll do your laundry for you.
Use guys.
To your specifications.
And you're complaining.
Mm-hmm. They were.
You got the comments pulled up?
Yeah, I couldn't find it for a second, but it was me. It wasn't me, it was you. Or, it's not you, it's me. I found it.
I'm going to share it on Facebook real quick. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, and Diego Lemus says he loves Beast Morphers and Ninja Steel.
Beast Morphers I can understand. Ninja Steel, it wasn't my favorite, but hey, everybody has their own thing.
Yeah, they're all written for a certain, group. I didn't realize that the frame was so wide. I'm going to adjust my camera.
No, I can't see the top of your head.
You can. Well, you can on the... Oh, yeah, I guess you can't. Ooh.
There you go.
Yay. I'm watching it on a smaller screen where you have part of me cropped out, but...
Hey, that ain't my fault.
Nah, on the Skype thing, I've been playing with it all morning. You could see my Spider-Man wall art. I'm just trying to get the fan out of the frame, but whatever.
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, because I'll lose part of my head. I mean, I won't lose it. It'll still be there, but you just won't see it.
No, I think it'll just be gone. You'll just lose it.
I mean, that would suck. I need all of my head to get through TSA and everywhere else.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so trip update for Sean while you play with your phone.
Okay.
I just got back from Central Massachusetts Thursday night into Friday. Super late. It was awesome. And I'm leaving Monday for South Jersey.
Gross.
I'll be gone till Wednesday afternoon. It's a small job, so I won't be there too late. However, I'm a moron, and when I booked my flight last night, I booked it for the following week.
So what are you going to have to do, like change it?
I already did. You get free changes within 48 hours.
Jesus. That's funny, though.
Oh, I was like, oh, yeah, it's Monday through Friday, not thinking it was this Monday through Friday. I'm like, oh, I'm looking at my calendar to add my reservation like 3 hours afterwards because, I do that stuff to stay organized, but I should have done it immediately. And, dummy me. So I went and changed it, and it took me a little bit.
That's always nice. At least you got it changed. At least you figured it out beforehand.
Yeah, the only downside of it is I have a certain expense limitation, certain budget, and I just spent quite a bit on. It was my work has entrusted me with money. I like it, and the flight that I had to take last minute into Massachusetts was about a third of my budget, and that doesn't include the hotel that I needed to reserve for myself for 4 days in Massachusetts, or the flight that I had to book to New Jersey, the car that I have to rent, and the flight that I have to take as well.
Well, dang, Sean. Spending all that money.
Go ahead, say it. I know you want to.
Say what?
Say what? Say what?
Making money moves.
Yep, that outdated reference.
Sean out there making money moves.
Hey, I'm just a man doing my job.
Barley.
Not barely. I'm doing a pretty good job. I've been there for quite a long time. They've entrusted me with getting new customers set up, building their phone system, and then training them on said phone system.
Retweet.
I mean, I never tweeted it, so.
Sorry, I'm just messing with my mic, trying to get the best position.
You could have ended that sentence right after mess. You said, sorry, I'm just a mess.
Retweet.
Yes, put that out there. I bought a 3D printer.
That's exciting.
I know, dude. I spent a lot of time messing with it yesterday.
Did you get any work done yesterday, or did you just mess with the 3D printer?
I got a lot of work done, actually, because there was a lot of work that had built up while I was in Massachusetts. So I had to get that stuff done. And then, then I took a lunch break, as you do with working in the business world. And it sits right beside me. You can't see it, but it's right there.
It's that way. No, it's that way. That way.
It's over there. I did try my hand. I'm just trying to figure out the finer details. I printed out a Draken coin in black. Black is not really good to print stuff that has detail on it. But now I have to figure out.
It looked like an Oreo.
It does, but I also have to. So refresh me, because they're in a tote in that closet back there. You know, the one the cat likes to break into.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Mighty Morphin Power Coins, are they? So the front is flat. I mean, not flat, but like, so it's circular. Obviously, the back of the coin.
Yeah.
Is there a lip outside of the coin, or is it flush and circular the whole way around?
I think there's a lip. I'm pretty sure there's a lip.
On the back, not on the front.
Yeah, I think there's
front,
a lip on the back too.
Okay, like a protruding lip a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this one has that, so that's good. But the detail and the quality is a little lower than I'd like it to be. But if I can fine tune it and perfect it, then maybe we'll use these as giveaways, or when we go places, something, I don't know.
Yeah. But all right, let's get into the episode.
Let's do it. Beast Morphers episode 7, A Friend Indeed.
Yes.
Insert Funaki joke from 1999.
Now, was it just me, or did most of the episode the Rangers seemed like dicks?
Oh my goodness, yeah. They were just absolutely
God.
entitled, and it's like, you guys are just a bunch of buttheads.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
And so, in looking back at previous episodes so far, they waffle so much between happy-go-lucky more than anything, friendly, and just buttheads, just complete arrogant jerks. And maybe that's on purpose, but I don't know.
Yes.
That was the end of that stint.
I thought you were about to say something. No, they just during the episode, they were like bossing them around. Like, oh, I wish they would do what I said without questioning it. Like, what?
I wish they were robots. Well, they are robots. I wish they behaved like robots. Well,
they have personality.
Billy's son Nate. Not really, but the mini Billy. Let's call him that.
Baby
Nate.
Billy.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, basically made them to be his best friend, but he doesn't have a best friend. He's sad about that, by the way. He's sad panda. And it would come full circle if Nate's robot that he builds was a panda.
What's a panda?
What did I tell you?
Why you gotta be like this?
Why you gotta be like this?
I don't know. But no, so we start out, Ravi and Devin are training, right? That's where we start out, right?
Well, technically we start out with Blaze and Roxy
Blaze and Roxy.
Creating an unnamed, loosely themed train monster of the day.
He ran a train on them.
Oh my goodness.
You know I had to say that,
No, you didn't.
but I did. I really did.
Toward the end of the episode, that yes, there were 3 of them, again unnamed, that formed. Formed the train.
They were
the
running
Voltron
a
of
train
trains.
on them.
Chip Lynn is out of touch.
That's funny. I don't care what anybody say. That's funny.
Do you think it was intentional, or do you think it was?
Oh no, I don't think it was intentional at all. Because it was. I think there was some Japanese footage in there. So
Yeah.
like trains are big in Japan.
Oh yeah, Tokuger was it
Tokuger, yeah.
Tokuger was all trains.
Yeah, so it's like I don't think it was on purpose, but the jokes are there.
I mean, it's just open the door and everybody walked the dinosaur, but unrelated.
Let the cyber gate open. It's bad this morning. I'm so dead.
Sadly, I didn't watch to see who was. I didn't take note to see who had written it, and Wikipedia is not up to date yet. Chip Lynn is not the writer on most of these episodes, except for the first episode.
Yeah.
Notice how none of them are as good as the first episode, by the way.
No, they're not. But I mean, I feel like the next episode's going to be really good because
Cyber
all
Gate,
these are just so. What they've done really good this season is all these episodes have been character development episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So
but they also have a narrative that sets up the next episode very well.
Something they never did in the Neo Saban era, at all.
Yeah.
At all. Let's just throw that out there. At all. But so what they've done is you care about Zoe, you care about Nate, you care about Devin, you care about Roxy and Ravi and Blaze and all that, and then now you care about the B spots. Because before this episode, they were just there. They were like, okay, yeah, they're B spots, but
when you give a character a personality and show the disparity between no personality and personality, that's where you give them emotion. Basically, that's where they become. You care for them.
yes, we care about these B spots.
Sorry. Interacting with the chat. Orville Joel Concepcion Jr. Hopes that Nate becomes the Gold Ranger. No spoilers.
If I had to guess, I would say he is.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. I mean, if nothing else, they're setting it up subtly. It might become like a punch in the face later. But I don't think his physical prowess of, putting up the dukes is as well defined as...
Justin from Turbo. All I'm going to say.
Okay, fair. Fair point.
Yeah, you don't...
And he'll have a vehicle.
Yeah.
Probably.
And he'll have a best friend with the silver B spot.
True. So let's address this real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of the birthday cake of the episode.
Meat and potatoes have birthday cake in it? What?
There was cake in the episode. It was a very, very loose segue. Anyway, so same fella, Orville Joel Concepcion Jr. says that he has no Beast Morpher toys. So do you want to get into it now?
Get into what now?
Tomorrow.
Oh. Man.
Tomorrow.
Man, I went to... So, me being me... Okay, so this is a good story.
You mean you being impatient?
This is a good story. This is the goo. Okay, so I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. I went into the Target that told me originally they were going to have no Beast Morphers toys. And I'm like, whatever, I'll go look. And I go to turn this aisle. There's a kid and his dad there. I'm wearing my work shirt, by the way. And I see the Lightning Collection. I go, oh, shit.
Like audibly, out loud, or you thought it?
I didn't mean to. I mean, it was loud enough for them to hear. I'm like, oh, shit. I grabbed him. I scooped. I was like, oh, babies, I need you. So I took him. I was at the electronics section. I kind of had a feeling this would happen. So I get the dude over there. I'm like, hey, I know you're putting up stock. Can you come and ring me up real quick? Because I'm not going up front to buy some Power Ranger toys.
I hear you.
And I sat him down. He goes, we got a problem.
Uh-oh. This is after he started ringing them up, right?
Mm-hmm. And I go, what's the issue? I can't sell them to you till the 21st. I'm like, ah, and he's like, I ain't freak out because I'm there's none it wasn't his fault, you know. Can't freak out on people. I'm like, all right, it's cool. And he was like, where did you get them from? I'm like, I'll show you where I got them from because there's more up there. He's like, yeah, we got to take them down. And I'm like, I understand that. And he's like, yeah, since you're cool, I'll just leave them back here in the electronics
Since
section.
you're cool, boy, he clearly hasn't hung out with you long enough.
I'm gonna cry.
It's okay.
But no, so he was holding them back there for me, and I went in there Thursday because he said I could come pick them up on the 21st. Mm-hmm. Targets are closed on the 21st, and I did not realize that until a few days later. I was like,
it's Easter. Right. Easter in the States.
Who closes on Easter anymore?
With the exception of Walmart, everybody in the South.
This is true. Because the North, they don't care.
In the North, it's all... This is one thing that I've noticed from... Jeez, let's get on geopolitical talk now. Power Rangers and geopolitics.
That'd be a good season.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Spending your time working at the... Oh, dude, spending your time splitting time at the FBI or CIA. That would be cool, by the way. And being a Power Ranger.
Sounds like fun to me.
Isn't Grid Battle Force kind of that anyway?
GBs.
But they're not. It's not state sponsored. The GBI, the Grid Battle Force Inspectors. Oh wait, what's investigation, not female body inspector. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Yeah, big difference. I'm trying to remember what the I stands for in FBI. The real FBI or the CIA.
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah. I was thinking inspectors, like the other FBI. You know, the ironic FBI.
But yeah. So I went in there Thursday.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, because it was the same dude. I'm like, look, is there any way I could come pick them up Saturday night, as soon as y'all close? Like, right as y'all are about to close. Like, is there a way for a manager to override it since y'all are closed on Sunday? And he goes, no. He's like,
sorry about your luck.
He's like, I'm sorry. I wish there was a way we could override these street dates, but like it's set from corporate. There's nothing our managers can even do about it. They can't touch it.
Cue the MC Hammer music.
And I'm like, welp. So guess who's waiting till Monday?
You to buy and Target to sell.
Yeah. At least they have them saved back there for me.
That's pretty cool, though,
so,
that they would hang on to them.
Yeah, the way my route goes, though, my shop is like 20 minutes from that Target, and my first stop is a FedEx. So I pass that Target to get to FedEx. And so I'm just going to take my break early in the morning, go in there, and then head on to FedEx.
I don't blame you. I'm actually looking up the hours of Target tomorrow and locally.
They're probably going to be closed.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a corporate thing that they're closed on Easter.
It might be. I don't know. Which one's closer? This one's closer. Yeah. So anyway, the episode. Let's get into the episode. It was basically the synopsis of the episode. I could say is and actually Orville Joel said it again. Let me tell you about my best friends.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Careful. We don't own the copyright on that.
Me till the end.
We don't own the license on that, so I think you can only do like a half a second or 3 notes. So we'll fix it in post. So sorry. Didn't mean to offend.
We're live.
And don't forget the in living color part.
I wasn't going to say that, but
yeah, Target in my area is closed tomorrow, Sad Panda. I was actually going to go there tomorrow. Guess I'm not going now.
I mean, you could go there. They'll just be closed.
Knock on the door like Dustin Hoffman from The Graduate.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so let's get into the episode. We're like 20 minutes in, and we barely talked about the episode. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, pretty much it's Devin and Ravi just find it's almost like they want to break up with their B-spots, because they just find anything and everything wrong with them. They're like, oh my God, you're helping me out. You're doing what I asked.
Stop being so helpful and what I need right now, because I don't need it. Even though I say I need it, it's the whole parent thing. Do as I say, not as I do. But it's like, it's what I said, but that's not what I meant. Not, and I think they threw it in there later when Devin is riding Cruz, and he's like, "That's what I said. It's not what I meant. Damn it!" And he's like, "Noted."
He's like, I said that, but that's not really what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then the whole training thing with Ravi.
Oh my goodness, he got green goo on him, which is icing, and it didn't ruin his icing. Doesn't ruin your shirt, butthead. Put it in the washer. Do some laundry every once in a while.
Oh yeah, he's never done laundry before. Remember that?
No, his mom's the commander, and therefore he probably gets his t-shirts dry cleaned. Funny story. I know a guy that gets his t-shirts dry cleaned. It's not me.
Why would you? I don't want to ask, actually.
They're white undershirts. He gets them dry cleaned and starched.
What? What? All right.
I don't get it.
I'm confused. I am confused.
I never understood it. I didn't really care to ask him why, because I just thought it was the weirdest thing ever, and I don't want to live in a world where that's normal. Or I understand it.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, bro.
For show.
Faux show.
So, where the hell were we?
Ravi training.
I also wrote down here so moody. Ravi being so moody.
No, and then when they're training after they get attacked in the beast, well, let's go to where they get their memory stolen. So they're outside.
Well, there is a subplot throughout the whole episode that party supplies randomly show up.
Yeah.
That's the subplot. Cool story.
Power Rangers logic.
Yeah. So the monster of the unnamed monster. Let's call him Trainatron.
Let's call him Run a Train.
I knew you were going to go there again. Yeah. So the idea is Blaze is like, hey, you're going to steal the data. I thought he was going to go to Grid Battle Force and steal it.
GB.
To Go Busters Battle Force. But it turns out they were just going to steal. Was it me, or did they not say that they were going to steal the B-Spot data? Did they say they were going to go to Grid Battle Force? Or was that just the location that they were conveniently going to go to and hope that the B-Spots were outside?
I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah. But the plan, there is a setup for later. The team goes outside with Nate. He runs him over with a holographic car, which it does tease a little bit of, what's the word?
Foreshadowing?
Well, yeah, that, but no, it teases, it doesn't tease. It creates a little bit of, not anxiety, what's the word I'm looking for? Tension. That they get run over and then the thing disappears. They vibrated their molecules at the same frequency of air.
Yeah.
It's a Flash reference.
Where your cells get excited.
Run, everybody on the team, run.
Run, Barry, run!
I did watch the side note last night, the origin episode of what's her face,
Nora
XS.
West Allen.
Yeah, it was really good.
XS.
I did like the mirroring of let's teach Barry how to run.
I like Godspeed.
Yeah, he was pretty cool looking. Anyways, so we're back on Power Ranger Talk. Well, join us for our Flash podcast whenever we figure out to do that.
I would do it.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run! You good?
So I'm good. Sorry, chat. So blah blah words. I'm stalling because I'm trying to figure out where we. Okay, so Nate says, "Hey, by the way, I installed hologram projectors into your Beast Blasters."
That's pretty cool, though.
Yes. Now, it would be cool if he installed a hologram, or would it be a hard light hologram? You know the difference?
No.
Hologram is just a projection of an image. Hard light would be like this pen right here, holding a pen for audio listeners. If I can touch it, but it's not really there, it's a hologram, it'll create either tactile feedback, which means if I touch it, I feel it, or if it's just a hologram, my finger will go right through it.
Thank you, Professor Sean.
Watch Because Science on YouTube. It's very entertaining.
Alrighty then.
But I know hard light from comic books because that's what adults do.
They read colored picture books.
Dude, I love comic books. But that's not why we're here. Although, I do have a lot of Power Rangers
For our
comics.
Patreon, we'll do an exclusive flash review of this season.
We should maybe consider that.
Side note, but let's keep going with the episode.
Yeah. We'll come back to that later. We say these things out loud so that when we listen to the episode later, because we're narcissistic like that, we'll remember the ideas that we had.
Did you just call me narcissistic?
Yes, Lex Luger. I called you narcissist.
All right, so they get attacked outside of Grid Battle Force.
Well, yes, after they learn about their holograms, which they don't use until the very end of the episode.
Makes
But
sense.
it does set it up. It does not create a Deus Ex Machina type situation.
Yeah, so they get attacked by Tronics.
Tons of them, apparently.
Yeah.
As many as there were from the legendary battle. Those, what were they called?
X-Borgs.
Yes.
Or as Troy would say, X-Borgs!
Troy.
Oh my gosh. That
So,
was Sean's favorite Ranger.
Shut up, asshole. It's my favorite one to reference as a butthead.
Oh my god. That's
Troy.
funny.
Anyway, so during the battle, they morph commercials.
Power
Intro.
Rangers. Go Power Rangers.
But then the train fella, shut up, by the way.
Runner Train.
Just call him Jim Fix the train. Jim Fix the train.
I'm going to call him Runner Train.
Okay. Anyway, so train tracks, because tracks running, track and field. See that? That's a perfect segue. That's a perfect. Yeah. Shut up. So
I'm dead.
he's like being all sneaky, waiting in the wings, and like, I'm gonna get you, and he downloads and burns into a CD the cruise data as well as the Smash data, and
Then he goes for Jax.
yeah, and then he gets caught. Zoe's like, oh, I should look over there right now. She does, and she pews him.
Pew 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 pew. At least she doesn't have Stormtrooper aim.
Oh my goodness, that's probably for the best.
She would have probably hit Jax at that point.
Well, it would have knocked him out of commission, and then she would have never found her iPad. But
No, it wasn't an iPad. They can't say that. It's a tablet.
yes, although yeah, but she would have never found it until it got cold, or the battery blew up if it was a Samsung Galaxy Note 7.
Pretty much.
Singer. But yeah, so she saves that Jax, and then eventually Nate puts it together that they're trying to steal the control of the Megazord.
Yeah, and then Cruz and Smash reboot with no memory.
And they're exactly how they want. No memory, but they know who the Rangers are. He calls them Blue Ranger, Red Ranger. Was he just doing it because of the colors
They might
of
have
their
a
shirts?
connection to their morphers.
Oh yeah, if they were wearing the Morpher, that's true. They could have identified and read the signature.
Mm-hmm. See? Logic.
And actually, that logic is sound. It's not Power Rangers logic.
Yeah, because if it's Power Rangers logic, it makes no sense.
Yeah, or it's really thin. But yeah, so then was it Devin and Ravi get what they wanted, which is more B-spots that are effectively
Robots.
Yes, they're not sentient. They're not learning. They're not Ultron.
Yeah.
They're Iron Legion.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're Robo Knight.
No, because Robo Knight. Keep me honest here. Robo Knight in the Sentai, he didn't care about the team. He this part I know, but he did care about the mission of keeping the Earth from going into decay. What was his arc in Power Rangers?
I don't think he had one.
Yeah, good point.
Not an important one, at least.
How cool would it have been if Robo Knight was the other half, or not the other half, but like if he was affiliated with Phantom Ranger, but like how Green Lanterns are in different sectors?
Mm-hmm.
If Robo Knight was that sector, or this sector's, Green Phantom Ranger, he just had a different costume like the different Green Lanterns do.
I mean, as bad as they did him in Power Rangers, I don't want him being associated with such a good character.
Say again? I was reading your comment.
I said as bad as they did him in Power Rangers, I don't want him associated with that good of a character.
True, and that cool looking of a character. It's like a spaceman outfit.
I loved it. I'm hoping for a Lightning Collection figure, the Phantom Ranger.
That will be an episode of Power Rangers in cyberspace. Oh, here we go. Robo Knight arc was trying to learn about human and human emotions.
Was that the Christmas episode?
Who cares? Those are awful. I don't think they should ever be canon or made, or both.
Retweet.
Same with Battle of the Red Rangers.
That was atrocious. I tried watching it. It was
Battle
bad.
of the Red Rangers, also known as Battle of the Contract Negotiations that go south.
Yeah, I wish they would have just not done it because, like, at that point, like, you just screwed everything up, and then you made a good Red Ranger look terrible. The writing was awful.
Consider the time frame too.
Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad.
Oh shit! That was the episode where he learned to rap from that kid in the library.
Ugh. All right, we're off this topic. I'm not doing this.
Thanks, Barrel Bob. Know when to keep your mouth shut. Just kidding.
Why you got to be like that, Sean?
I don't know.
No, that was a really bad episode. But let's get back to Beast Morphers and good episodes, because I hate talking about bad episodes.
Yeah. So this was a good episode, though. I thought. I mean, heavy-handed in some areas, and let's beat you over the head.
It made the
with
Rangers
story,
look bad at points.
which is not a bad thing.
It's not, because it gives you like, oh, they're human, they mess up too. Unlike our Lord and Savior Tommy.
I was gonna say, just like the season 2 episode, season 2 opener, where they're doing an ATV race for charity, right after they do a this for charity and a that for community cleanup and this and that. Yeah.
But how more of like our Lord and Savior can you get? The episode with Tommy where he became the White Ranger, White Light.
Part 1 and 2. Hey guys.
I mean, I like the episodes, but geez, like, come on.
Shit. Skydiving for charity. Was it skydiving or was it X Games for charity?
I know they did the skydiving for charity in the movie.
Was that for charity? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't it like sky snowboarding or whatever for charity?
Yeah. Tommy had the snowboard.
Yeah. Don't forget rollerblading for preservation of future generations.
In that rollerblading scene, it's not actually Jason David Frank because he can't rollerblade to save his life.
He's not in that scene. It's
some
Rocky,
stand-in.
Aisha,
that's why you
Adam.
never see his face.
Are you talking about in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I had moved on to the introduction of Rocky, Adam, and Aisha, where they were chasing the baby.
Oh, that was atrocious.
I asked Steve about that when I talked to him at Rochester Con or RockCon last year, and he's like, they just put us on like a moving track, and just for facial expressions and shots and whatever. Shut up. And he's like, yeah, those professional rollerbladers were good. We sucked. I was like, oh. He's like, and plus it was season 2, so we couldn't do our own stunts.
That's fair. Season 1, they did their own stunts, everybody.
Yeah. And then they learned that shit hurts.
It's not easy.
Not easy being in Spanish.
Hey, for Patreon, we will review all the seasons of Power Rangers, including the movies.
Didn't we do that for free for In Space?
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
We got to set up a Patreon first.
Yeah, if you donate $1, Sean will do that TikTok video of that anime girl.
I don't know what that is.
That one I send you? Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
I don't know what you're referring to, and I'm glad. And I'm going to move us off topic and back to topic. So the B-Spots have no memory except their programming, and they're happy about it. They say, "Oh, take your time, Nate, to figure it out."
Don't rush it.
Don't stress yourself.
Time.
You do you, Nate, because we're gonna go not be annoyed by our B-Spots. Which, guess what? They're annoyed by how literal their B-Spots are.
Yeah, the first scene we get is Devin. He's like, "Oh, take this shortcut cruise," and then he messes up his clothes. He gets hit by trees, and he's like, "Why did you do that?" He's like, "You told me to."
Yeah.
I did it for the Rock.
Yeah, I did it for the people. I love that promo, by the way. the Raw is War with was it Kevin? Is it Kevin Kelly?
I, I honestly don't remember. I just
What you know which one I'm talking about though? Where the Rock goes through the 5 people in that Hell in a Cell, where it's like where he puts on the Steve Austin hat and he does the impressions and.
I've never seen it.
I will dig it up and I will send it to you. It is worth your time because he impresses. He does impressions. Yeah, he does impressions of Kurt Angle, Hunter, Steve Austin, Rikishi, and the 5th person. Let's pretend it was Bob Holly. I don't know who it was.
Gross.
But it wasn't Bob Holly. But it's probably one of his best promos because he just stands there and he just does impressions of everybody.
Well, that's pretty funny. But so after the whole cruise thing, Devin's like, "Man, why'd you do that?" He's like, you told me to."
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Oh, I guess I did." And then we get cut away to Ravi and Smash.
Yeah, they were. He's like, "I want you to go full bore," because before when he hit him with the green cake icing, he's like, "Oh." He's like, "Why are you pulling your punches?"
I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah. Apparently he just watched Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
And he so he's like, I don't want you to, he's like, if I tell you I'm ready, then you should have already been beating me up by now, basically. He's like, I want you to go whenever you're ready, not when I'm ready. And then so he just hits him. He's like, wham bam. And he's like, why'd you do that? He's like, I told you. He's like, you told me to go whenever. And he's like, well, I didn't mean right now. I wasn't ready. He's like, oh, I'll make a note of it.
And then the Rangers get pissed off because it's like, why are they doing that?
Why are they being so weird?
Yeah.
And then Zoe has her meltdown that she wishes she didn't have a robot. She wishes she had a robot and not a personality-driven Jax. And he hears it, and she's also freaking out. Where's my tablet? And he's like, I put it in that room, trying to keep her away from that other room.
The potty room.
Yeah, pretty much. The conference room.
Yeah. And then she's like, I can't find it. Sometimes I wish I just didn't have a B spot. And then sad music, Jax comes in, and his ears go down. I felt really bad. Like, that actually made me sad. I'm like,
the emotional response in Jax was actually really good. The use of his physical whatever, the animatronics or whatever. It's let's put it this way. It is far superior than Chuck E. Cheese level animatronics.
far superior than most season of Power Rangers.
That's true too.
Yeah, you actually felt bad for Jax because you're like, damn, Zoe, come on now.
Yeah, so then he spills the beans and's like, look.
Here's your tablet. It was underneath your jacket.
Yeah. So because it's summer, in Australia or New Zealand, it's probably cold. So she does need a jacket this time of year.
Is it cold in New Zealand?
Opposite end of the Earth, so therefore opposite end of the weather spectrum.
Is it?
Yeah. Toilets also spin circular, counterclockwise.
I didn't pay attention in science.
It's also referenced in pretty much every cartoon ever.
Calm yourself.
Anyways, so Jack spills the beans. He's like, look, we thought that you guys did a great job, so we were going to have a party for you. Check it out. Here's the room. And she's
like, oh, that's why you had the party supplies. I thought you were just incompetent.
Yeah, put two and two together real quick. You can't get into a room. Ben and Betty are acting all goofy. I mean...
Goofier than usual.
They're acting a little bit more like... Everyone's acting secretive, short answer. And granted, the characters are young. So maybe a little naive. I mean, hell, Ravi has never even done laundry, apparently.
That's really sad. I didn't start doing laundry till I was like 12.
Yeah. So, basically, this is when Nate figures out that they want to pilot the Megazord, the bad guys, the Evox and everybody. And so Jax has this idea of, let's...
Use me as bait.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take one for the team. I'll take one on the chin for the team, I'll take one on the chin for the run a train bot.
There you go.
Can't beat him. So then we have a commercial. By the way, spoiler alert, on Double Dare this week, it's WWE week.
Oh, New Day.
New Day and Bella Twins.
Too bad the
that's
Bella
all
Twins are retired.
Yeah, I mean for them, but probably not when they filmed it. And Kofi wasn't,
and Biggie was not injured at that point, so...
When did he get injured?
I don't know. I know now Big O is taking his place.
Who's Big O?
Kevin Owens.
Oh, he joined New Day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Interesting.
His hips don't lie.
So he's not doing it for his kids anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, who cares? Anyway, we're done with WWE chat. But it's relevant because it was a show on Nickelodeon commercial.
Nickelodeon.
Back to the show. So they're fighting. The big bad boss comes the monster of the day fella shows up and tries to steal Jax's brain.
The runner train.
And what do you know? We finally get the reveal from the hologram jobby, and it's 2 boxes that hold 3 Rangers, and they bang bang and pew pew him, and Jax runs away.
But they got the memories back. The memory disc.
Yes, they got them. Jax takes them back, which you think that Jax would have some sort of wireless signal to stream the data back to headquarters.
Power Rangers logic.
Yeah, but we had to see Ravi, Devin, and Zoe as morphed Rangers anyway. Have them put their symbolically put their memories back in, saying we need these, and putting the discs back in after they beat the train fella. So they put them back in, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, we're
Great
back.
to have y'all back." And Cruz said, "Did we go somewhere or something?"
You should have said, "Oh, my memory banks indicate a missing or corrupt data between this time frame."
Yeah.
But, that would have been too over easy. The head for... Yeah, well, over the head for too many of the younger viewers. Ones that don't pay attention to logic like we do.
Do we pay attention to logic, though?
Dude, you said Power Rangers logic 17 times already.
Retweet.
So anyway, then Scrozzle sends 2 generic jobbies and then 1 alpha level. What do they call them? Something Trons?
Gigatron?
Yeah. 3 no-name Gigatrons that can stand front to back.
And then the Rangers suit back up and go out in their Megazord and they fight the runner train bots.
Mm-hmm. And they were literally run a train because they formed a train.
Mm-hmm. Choo-choo.
One thing I didn't like about the ending of this, the fight, was that there were no stakes. They formed the Megazord, and then they just defeated 2 of the 3 in very quick succession. The 2 least important ones, the 2 most generic of the 3. Whoops.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing, and then Devin has to call on his Cheetah Nerf Blaster to,
take down the big one.
Yeah, so if you can defeat these 2, were they basically putties for this Gigadrone?
I guess.
I mean, sure, whatever. They win. Virus
eliminated. I don't know.
Should say virus cured. But they just blow it up. So how is it? I mean, how would it
Super Mega Rangers? That's a super mega win.
Except that one episode where they say Super Samurai Rangers, that's a super mega win. Whoopsies.
Oh my gosh, Shinde you.
Yeah. But so...
Nani.
Yeah, I know. So then, end of the episode, the Rangers turn it on the Beast Bots, and they're like, "Hey, surprise!
We appreciate you. Here's a party." And then Ben and Betty were in the cake the whole time.
Weird.
I would not want to be stuck in a cake for it has to be at least 6 hours.
With your sister?
Yeah, that'd be
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did and then the burp. Ninja Steel jokes.
The which one?
The The burp. Betty burped.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Show's over. Virus extinct. Nice, Bob. I did like the setup for the future, for the callback to the previous episode at the end with Scrozzle, and the setup for future episodes, probably the next one.
They talked about the Cybergate.
Yeah, Scrozzle's basically inventorying his stolen parts and sending it to the warehouse.
I don't know where the warehouse is, but hey.
What else? Yeah, to quote Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds, what else do you have in the warehouse?
Never seen it.
Not missing anything. But, yeah, so then he tells his secret plan, which makes it not a secret anymore. It would be nice if he was telling his secret plan to the viewer by way of expositing, monologuing, if you will, to the Tronics. Put that there. That has to go there. That needs to go over to this warehouse for the Cybergate. I'm like, Cybergate, what's that? But he tells his secret plan to the people that he was keeping it secret from.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of Roxy and Blaze.
Yep.
So, I'm really excited for the next episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. I think it's going to be the best one yet, because episode 1 was just an introduction, which was good. These past 5 episodes? 6?
Yeah.
6? Has been character development for the most part, and episode 8 is going to be where stakes get really high with Evox.
It'll be. We didn't even see Evox in this episode.
No?
I mean, his snake-like avatar.
Yeah, so he's going to come out into the real world in the next episode, if I had to guess. Maybe we might see an introduction of the Gold Ranger. Maybe we see something about the B-Spot. Maybe. Because usually they go on a hiatus after, like, episode 9, right? That's what they did for Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel.
I don't know.
So, I don't know.
Not familiar. I'm not familiar with the way they... And maybe Hasbro's like, hey, we're going to do it different.
Maybe.
I don't know. So we'll find out. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. It would be nice to have some sort of cliffhanger instead of wrapping up everything.
Yeah, do a 2-part episode, or maybe a 3-part. Because remember how the whole Psycho Ranger arc was? That was like 5 episodes.
It was 8 in total, if I remember correctly. But there was that stupid episode with Carlos, with the girl.
Yeah, that one was, yeah.
There was another one in there where after they were defeated, all of them the final ones were defeated. Then there was that one where their heads just their ghost forms were there, and then
they went to the Lost City, or not the Lost City,
yeah, you're right.
Was it? I don't know. So if you had to rate this episode, what would you give it? On a scale from 1 to 100.
Well, that's
not scale 1 to 10.
Yeah, 1 to 10. What's that? Oh. Scale of 1 to 10, I would say this probably would fall into between 6 3/4 and 7 1/4.
I would just give it a 7. It made the Rangers look like dicks, but, hey.
Yeah, that's why I knocked it down a little bit, because it doesn't... I mean, it's hard to score these without thinking of the other episodes as well.
Yeah.
But in looking at this one standalone, or in looking at this one in that regard, not action, not content, not story progression, but just in overall acting and writing, the writing was pretty good. However, the character development and progression was kind of regressive. In that they... What am I trying to say? In that they waffled so much in their personality and their behavior. Like, oh, these B-Spots are great. Oh, I hate these B-Spots. I think they're running for president in 2008 or something.
2020.
That was a callback to a Power Rangers geopolitics.
Zordon for president.
Oh, shit. Wafflebots. I like it.
But yeah. So
Wafflebots spit out waffle fries. Sweet potato or Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Chick-fil-A.
Well, no, I'm just saying that you have the option.
Chick-fil-A.
Well, sometimes you want to mix it up, get sweet potato waffle fries.
No. I don't like sweet potatoes.
So Barrel Bob and I have been going back and forth here in the chat. He said cyber warehouse. and it made me laugh, but it also made me think of a local computer store when I was a kid.
They had those
Called
back in the 30s?
Yeah, in the 30s. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
They had there was this small computer repair shop in the mid 90s called Cyber Warehouse in Pennsylvania. They eventually did close, and I said went out of business in the chat, and Barrel Bob says maybe the store closing was just a front for Scrozzle to hide his tech in plain sight.
That sounds about right. Oh, God.
So what do you think of the episode?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I kind of like the fact that it showed the Rangers' emotions, and it doesn't make them look perfect.
Yes, that. I think that was the main issue from many moons ago in Saban and Neo Saban, is that they were always
doing something perfectly.
They were always up on not on their high horse, but everyone regarded them as being on a high horse in a positive way.
Yep. But I liked it. Thought it was good. But I'm really excited for the next episode. That's the one I'm really looking forward to.
It'll be interesting to see where this goes, because they Scrozzle stole Ranger Tech. What's he going to use it for as well? Because in that Ranger Tech is the way they transport their blasters and everything, is that built into that helmet that he stole?
Yep.
I mean, because then they could just use that for the Cyber Gateway.
The Cybergate.
But the transport only does. We've only seen it do from from the same within the same dimension.
Yeah.
And send it. Not it's a push, not a pull. They request it, so it's a pull, I guess. But it's in the same dimension. Can they use Blaze's avatar and Roxy's avatar tech that goes from one dimension to another, and hybrid the tech to take Evox from even a third dimension into the Earth dimension? Know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
So Roxy and Blaze's avatar, they're like, hey, we're in dimension 2, B. Let's call it B.
Earth 2.
We want to go to dimension A.
Earth 1.
Shut up. And so they say, hey, I'm here. I want to go there. But can they use the Beast Morpher, the Grid Battle Force tech, and say, hey, I'm here in Earth 2, fuck you, but I want to pull someone from Earth 3 and supplant them into Earth 1. So they can kind of act as the control center across dimensions.
I wonder if next episode if we'll get to see Vargoyle.
Maybe Vibe will show up too.
That'd be fun.
Maybe Vargoyle is the physical personification of Evox.
No, I don't think so, because he was mentioned before Evox even got to the cyber dimension.
Is Scrozzle scared of Vargoyle? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wonder if Scrozzle can keep Vargoyle there on Earth, that he will form an alliance of sorts.
We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe he'll work for him behind Evox's back.
Maybe. But
we'll find out. Next time on Power Rangers.
Next time on Power Rangers. Got anything else to say, Sean, before we head on out?
Nope.
All right. We're out. Tiger Zord, power up. Mastodon.